that Friday. Okay, so we continue. Chapter 2, revision, project management, growth, concept, and definition. Okay, so these are the question 1 answer. If you are assigned to the task developing a set of questions to assist organization to determine a need for a formal project management process, what question would you ask? Okay, so these are the things that elaborate from the triangular again: time, cost, and performance. Or customer requirement. Okay, inside one is internal process, normally deal with resources. This is internal. Okay, you ask all these questions that related to time, cost, and customer requirement. So you ask how the project completed on time, within budget, according to performance specification. So this question is to determine if there is a need for a formal project management process, whether you need a formal project management process. You ask time, cost, and specification. So how effective the communication between functional units? So this is within the companies. It is inside the triangular one. Okay, what is the communication? Again, you see the word communicate. This one usually linked with the project manager. So what is the factor contribute to the project failure? So the first question is to the project success. So you can ask link to elaborate on the project failure. How the project management be used to improve overall performance? What level of customer satisfaction? Means the baseline where the customer can accept. So for example, you producing watch, maybe producing 10 unit of watch. The order is 10 unit of Rolex. So if the customer say, okay lah, got as long as the Rolex can waterproof or something, then the mechanism is okay. They don't look at the internal one, as long as it's smooth, accurate, the dial all is accurate, then okay. So you need to know what is the level of customer satisfaction, what is the process or how the project is selected, and what are the resources you need. How you resources management be improved, how you improve on the resources. Okay. Number 2 is a lengthy question, but actually it's an open question. So blah 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 blah. You read lah. So the question here is, how can a project management methodology assist in managing and resolving issues related to this driving force? So on this question, you need to find what are the driving force. What benefit of using project management? Should some flexibility be given to the project manager? So you need to answer, do you need to give flexibilities and why? What other driving force might influence the decision associated with establishing project management methodologies? This chapter 2 is the PM, the project management handbook, chapter 2 material. So you can see benefits in driving force of rapid technology change. This is one. Driving force number 1, rapid technology changes. Driving force number 2, increasing complexity. Driving force number 3, the increased demand of resources. The resources here is a specialized knowledge. So it asks you how a project management method exists in managing these 3 driving force: technology, complexity, demanding resources. What benefit that you can do? Okay, so You evolve by this four answer. Anything that link with the resources, okay, this one, increase demand for resources. This one means you only have 10 workers. How you manage the 10 workers? You link answer always, you elaborate on priority. You give priority to the projects. Which project you want to give priority? Okay, so you elaborate on this point. You give priority to the projects. And then more effective management of changes. So you manage the changes. And utilization, if more effective in using the available resources, mean you do optimization of your resources. And coordinating, this is communication. This is coordination between functional unit. Again, link with the project manager role. You have two main roles, which is coordinating and integrating. Coordinating and integrating. These are the two main jobs as a PM, project manager. Okay, so priority, improve the way you manage changes, improve the things you manage resources, and improve the communication between the functional line. Means you close the gap. There are three types of gap: management gap, functional gap, and if these two combine, it become island, operational island. Okay. Okay, number 3, each organization encounter internal and external obstacles that might be failing the projects. Each obstacles listed here explain how a proper, effective implementation project management methodology can overcome the obstacles. Okay, so the answer here is looking at what method you use, factor you consider, approach that you can use to overcome this one. This one I asked one time before in the test 1. Okay, so I choose 3 from here. You give answer. You elaborate. Obstacles, resources, shortage is what? Okay. So again, you see resources one, straight away priority come into the answer already. You see resources, word resources, something linked with the resources, shortage of resources. The keyword here is priority. You give prioritization of projects. Prioritization, you expand because you come with the schedule planning and all this. But the keyword still priority, prioritization of the projects. Number 2, increasing cost. You see something increasing cost one, you look for the word control. You control it. You control the process. You improve by using a cost estimation technique and do risk management. Okay, so if anything linked with the cost one, the keyword is control. Then you elaborate. Control what? Control the process. Control the risk. Become risk management. If you control the risk, it become risk management. You control by using estimating techniques. It means you do projection. Okay, C, poor work of quality. Poor work of quality is linked with the appearance, crack, all these things, cosmetic, the length or the dimension not aligned with the technical drawing, all these things. So how do you control quality or QA problems? The keyword here is policy. You establish a policy to control what you want. Okay. So you have a policy that about quality, so quality policy. Then you need to always check. You need to always check the quality. The word is review. Review the quality and inspection. This is the way how you know actually you are improving. You need to always review and do inspection. Okay. Then in the policy, they always build plan for requirement management. Means one station to another station, one process to another process, there is a gate there. So there must be a decision-making criteria. If cannot pass, then cannot. Okay. Again, quality one always have a policy word, review and inspection. This one. Technology change. How you handle technology change? For example, your computing power, how you control or how you control the technology change. What do you think? What do you think? Okay. Again, you use the word, if you have changes, you need to control. Okay, you need to control. So again, things that you need to control, you have a review. Okay, you have review, you have a scope management, you control the scope of your projects. So technology one is scope. You review your scope. Quality, anything linked with quality, you always review and inspection with the policy. Means there's a checklist to do. What about competition? Okay, competition. If you want to fight against competition, you need to do trade-off analysis. This one. Trade-off analysis means something you need to let go already. Some market you cannot go in, some market you can go in. So you need to do trade-off. Okay, so you do trade-off analysis. The rest is just elaboration. How you win over competition, you increase quality and you do cost management. Means you increase quality, reduce cost. Okay. Competition, this one more on the business management. How you know that you are good management, good business management, you reduce cost, increase quality. Reduce cost, increase quality, and during the process, you need to do trade-off analysis. Trade-off means something you need to let go. Okay, so these are the keyword. If the question link you how to solve for resources, you always link with priority word. You elaborate on the prioritization. Increase cost one, you are linked with the control word, control, risk management. If the quality QA one, always review and inspection and policy. Means policy means you set up a checklist and requirement, all this. If technology changes, you are linked with the scope. Something you cannot do, you need to tell your customers, this you cannot do. Something you can do, then you say you can do. Okay, the scope. Competition, to win over competition, you increase quality, drop your cost. Okay, drop the cost and do trade-off. Okay, how to do quality control and cost by using trade-off analysis. Okay, these are the words. Okay, number 4. Project management has shown to significantly improve the overall performance. There are many approaches to managing project, but providing project manager with total integrative. Just now I mentioned, project manager, you have 2 things to do only, coordinate and integration. Coordination and integration. Coordinate and integrate. So will result in some specific, very specific advantages. What are the advantages? Okay, so this one you need to read. Go to the project management handbook that in the canvas, go and read what are the changes. Here is only give you some. Need to read. Inside there got a lot. So here, total accountabilities, advantages. If you have here it asks you about, okay, it asks you about the benefit of total integrative responsibilities. The advantages is total accountability is assumed by a single person. So you have accountability, responsibility, and authority. So what I mean by accountability is responsibility plus responsibility plus authority. Okay. So project is rather than functional dedication. It means is you focus on the project rather than go into functional dedication. Give priority to the projects. Then you're able to coordinate across functional interface or functional units. You're able to coordinate across the functional unit and improve resources. Okay, improve utilization of integrated planning and control process. So this is the tools or process used by the project manager. Explanation on integrated planning and control process. This one you need to go and read the handbook in the canvas. Not in my slide, but inside the canvas handbook. Go and read. Okay. Now, this question, you see embryotic, you see life cycle and all these things. So it asks you about the life cycle phrases. Life cycle phrases for project management maturity. You have embryotic, you have other phrases. So provide recommendation, or just in other words means provide solution to resolve the problems that allow the organization progress towards achieving management maturity. Okay, so for the first one, if you're in the embryotic, means you're at the starting phase. The issue is recognizing needs, what you can do to recognize the needs. Okay, so if you are in the project management life cycle, you are just at the starting phase. You need to sell why you need project management. You need to tell your employees or your colleagues why you need project management. So you need to explain the benefit, explain the benefit, and identify area of improvement in time, cost, and customer requirement. Okay, so in the early days, you need to do some marketing or do some awareness program, campaign, keep on telling the benefit. If you're doing so, what we get. Then you identify area for schedule, cost, and requirement. Okay, last cycle number 2, executive management acceptance. The issue is executive understanding of project management. So what you do if the management do not understand what you want to do, continue to communicate. Continue to communicate. So you provide supporting information and best practice. Okay. Because executive management, they want to see whether your method is correct or not. Is that practiced by other people or not? So same for your projects in this module, you need to show whether your methodology is used by what company. You're actually adopting a methodology from what kind of company. You can use Sony, Intel, Dyson, Proton, or any companies in your projects. Although you are producing a walk-along glider. In your report, you need to give me what model you are using. If you're doing presentation, you don't present this one, means you get a very low marks. And if your 2 prototype doesn't work, we will start from half, 50% out of 100, we'll start from there. And you still feel in the presentation, you get very low marks in projects. It might fail you from this module. Project 30 marks. Let's say you only get 10 marks, you 20 marks gone already. Okay. Okay, so the rest, line management, the answer is there. Line management acceptance means you have problem with the line management. Again, line management, what they are good at, they are expert, they are subject expert. They do not accept your projects. They don't support you when you're asking for resources. They're not supporting what you want. So what you do? You communicate with the management support. You get the boss approval. Let your boss go down to the functional manager. Hey, look, Mr. Tan or Mr. Song, they are the project manager. Please give support. You tell your boss, you're facing this one. Okay, let the boss go and empower the message. Okay, so communicate management support to functional managers. Because why? Project manager is you are communicating only. They have authority not to support you, but you need to make sure the support success. So you go to your boss and say, you need support from them. Please help me communicate with the functional managers. For example, you have problem with the finance manager. You want to buy things, the finance manager always block you, always say we don't have money. So what you do? You go and tell your CEO, go and tell your MD or general manager, say, hey, I need support. Finance always block me. Then you ask the management to send an email to finance, CC to you, say, please give support to these projects. So if any issue, please come and see me. Example lah. Okay. Okay, then explain benefit again. Explain benefit of project management. Acknowledge the need of functional managers. So in the chapter 1, we already know how you handle the functional managers. Listen and what? Listen and what? You still remember? There's one question asks you how you handle functional units problems. You listen and what? Still remember? Chapter 1. Listen and what? Listen and understand their needs. Okay. So it's important when you handle those expert guy, you need to let them know actually you understand what they are concerned. Okay. It's part of the communication skill. People don't hear you until they know that you actually understand them. Okay. Next step in the growth phase, after you pass the line management acceptance, you are growing. However, you have issue in the development of project management methodology. So what you do, you need a team to monitor. So you establish project management office, PMO, a team. You establish a team recognized by the top management. You standardize the method, you process things, establish enterprise wide process, and provide trainings. Okay, provide trainings. So this one is when you have an issue on the growth. When you cannot grow, you add in the element of education, which is the training. Okay. So if the scenario mentions something slow in growth, you put in training. Normally the answer will be correct. Put in training means put in the education part. For example, if the operation line always got problem on, Always got issue, QA issue, QC issue. What do? You do training. You call all the operator, come. This is the correct way of doing things. Show them what is the correct way of doing things. Keep trainings. And then let them do one time, then you monitor, okay, then the issue will solve, for example. Okay. Next one, maturity phase. You have, when you matured already, you are having a growth phase already, you become an adult phase, right? Maturity phase already. But you have issue developing an educational program to enhance project management skill. Means under growth phase, you give training, but at the maturity phase, no growth already. Like the production reached to a certain peak already. No breakthrough already. So you have issue of enhancing. The word is enhancing here. You have issue of enhance the skill. They already have the skill, but they're not enough, not effective enough. So what you do all these things. This is only part of the solution. You establish project management as a career path. You work on the money direction. You tell the team, okay, you do this one, you will become what? You talk to the HR, we can do this one. So if you come into PMO, maybe for 2 years, after 2 years, you might be promoted to something else. Okay, then continuous improvement through review and feedback. This is important. And provide training again. Provide training. Okay, because they don't have enough skill. So improve the skill by education again. So we provide training. Maintain management support. This is important. Because you have problem in enhancing the skill, maybe the reward system is not very good. You need to talk to the management and ask them to give support. And visibility here means you'll see there's a newsletter come out, there's a reward system come out, or every month they will tell you, the best employee is this, best practice is this. For example, Top Glove, every month they will come out with a champion of certain department. Okay. So this one, which one?
Maintain management support. Is it like
No. Management support here is, you can say, as salary and all this. So this one link with the career path lah. Then here management support is that you let the employees, I mean the one that under you, because you are controlling the functional units, they actually give face to who? Give face to the top management. So you need to ask the top management to say something so that they go and improve the skill lah. Maybe in the growth phase, growth phase, you give training, they want to learn new things, but after they learn new things already, then so what? First year you learn new things already. Second year, you come in the same thing. Then the employer might ask, or your colleagues might ask, I already went last year. Why should I go this year? So you need management support saying that, okay, this skill is crucial. They give support lah. So like management support for the trainings, give budget to bring the workers to somewhere else to give trainings and all this. Or they invite some expert from overseas to share the technologies and all this. Something like that. Visibilities means in the email or in all the communication in the factory, there is a quote or something lah. They will say, you see best employees of the month, there is something there. Best practice by this department is what? They will say like honesty is our policy, something like this. Or if you want something like, we are the best builder in this region, top 1%. They will put all this sign like in Inti, visibility. You see all the QS ranking, all the corners. This is actually the management support and visibilities. Because when Inti get top 600 already, in fact, for the past 2 years, all the staff have given their best. It's like you row a boat, you give your best already. Then you get 5, 5, 6 world ranking. Then you want to move forward, you need management support and visibility. You need to see, oh, this is our result. We need to move on and this one. And then management, you see a lot of time for Inti, for our staff. You see our CEO and our other top management, they're always visible in a lot of meetings and give support, saying that, okay, you guys are doing very good. We know what you are doing. And so all this. Okay. So for example, the Asia, Tony Fernandez, you can see him always appeared in all these news and in TikTok, having fun with the with the uh, with the employees. All these are management support and visibilities. So for example, last time Asia, they have this luggage issue, the staff throwing the luggage, all these things. But the Tony Fernandez go down to the field and talk to the guys and give support say that, oh, we understand your work is very hard. So you just say that, please treat your bags, and kiss your customer back. Of course, literally this one, and make them laugh. At least the functional unit, they know, or actually our CEO or our top management, they care about us. Okay, this one, you need to fill in classification, utilization of what is that? Oh, this one you need to fill in project driven, hybrid, or non-projects. Non-projects, either project, hybrid, or non-projects. Review the list characteristics follow, select appropriately classification. So you need to fill in project driven, hybrid, and non-project driven by looking at the characteristics. Okay, the first one, very direct. First one, A, project manager have P&L responsibilities. Will be what? Project, non-project, hybrid? Project. So classification is project driven or project. If it's functional units have P&L responsibilities, it's a non-project. Or classic organization chart, they have P&L means functional unit have a P&L responsibilities. It become non-project driven. If here you add project manager and functional unit has P&L responsibilities, it become hybrid. Okay, now what else? ABCD is belongs to project driven. Look at D. Income come from project. This one is project based. Okay. And what else? Okay, the rest you write now. So B, hybrid, priority, production driven, but many projects is hybrid. Short product life cycle, hybrid. This one is inside our slides, PowerPoint slides, and also inside the handbook in the Canvas. Go and read. Then what else? Income come from project, of course, project driven. Long life cycle product, non-project driven. So you see, short product life cycle is hybrid. Long life cycle is sure non-project driven. Last brick wall means there's a gap between the functional structure. It's a non-project. Or you can say hybrid. Hybrid here is like matrix. The matrix. Hybrid means matrix. Okay, multiple project career path is project driven. Multiple career path is project driven. Because in your project, it can be formed by any functional units. But traditional one, non-project driven, if you are R&D, you are R&D members. You are finance, you are finance members. Okay. Marketing oriented, this one is project. Marketing oriented, project driven. What else? Number 3, emphasize on new products, development, hybrid. Project management, recognized as professional. Project management as professional, of course, is a project driven. Only few projects. What do you guess? Few project. Few project will be like traditional factory already. So it's a non-projects. Means only maybe manufacturing 1 or 2 things only. Few projects. Needs for rapid development process. This one hybrid. Rapid development process is hybrid. Profitability from production. You know lah. This one is what? Project or non-project? Non-project. Okay. So you need to understand. This question also come out in one of the tests in one of the semester. I scramble this one. If you don't study, you might lucky you count lah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This question costs you 13 marks. This question you gone means half question gone. You have only 2 questions in the test 1. 25 marks. 25, 25, 50 marks. This question can kill you if you don't understand what is project, hybrid, and non-project hybrid. I just scramble this one. You fill in the wrong one means you get wrong answer. I did kill some student with this question. Yeah. Half question gone if you don't study. And in fact, I arrange all the project together. I arrange all the non-project together. I arrange all the hybrid together. The student still cannot fill in the answer. Because the student remember, first one project, second one hybrid. He fill in like this mean maybe 1 or 2 is correct lah, but if you don't understand, mean don't understand. No. Okay. So this one you need to go and read the differences between project, hybrid, and non-project driven. Go and read what are the differences. Okay, in our slide I have already give you a few points there. Go and read. Okay, number 7. It asks you place a check next to each item that typically associate with project manager role. So this one you need to understand what is the project management role in the project life cycle. Some of it is not. This also I can kill some student. Here got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So just now 13, this one is 12, become 1 question. If you don't study, gone now, 1 question. Okay, so what are the life cycle question? Set objective, yes. I'll give you the yes answer. Set objective, yes. Organization, organize resources, yes. Planning, yes. Motivate, yes. Controlling, no. If I switch the word, become control, no. You're not controlling anyone. Your work as a PM is just integrate and integrate and coordinating. Okay. Okay, provide something. This one, it might be no. You are not providing something typically. But this one is in the project life cycle, so the answer is yes. Issue directive. Issue directive means you give the direction, what you should do. Establish project control, yes. Okay, so these are the answer. Set objective, organize resources, set plan, motivate personnel, motivate, provide staffing, issue directive, remain flexible, establish control. Okay. So this one, provide staffing, might not be inside PM role in typical setting. Provide staffing, this one is under functional group. But if it's in hybrid mode or matrix mode, then yes. So this one, it didn't tell you whether it's hybrid or what. So the answer, provide staffing, is yes. Okay, the rest is no lah. Task is what? You leave to the specialist. How you do things? Do you tell finance how to do a finance record? No, right? So you just tell the finance, give me the report. I need this report. Or what is your estimate? Risk assessment, you go and do and tell me as a project manager. Okay? So tasks, you don't delegate tasks. Tasks, they are functional managers, they go and give tasks. Okay. Few projects, and this one is what? List 3, competing demand. We have seen this one in chapter 1 before. List 3, competing demand. Usually it's a quality, time, and cost. Are generally considered when making trade-off decision during execution. This is one of the stage for the execution at the level of success. Cost, time, and scope, or customer requirement or performance. Okay, the triangular management triangular. Okay, so this one, critical success factor, this one you read. This one is inside the handbook. Go and read. Go and read. This one, go and read. This one inside the handbook. Go and read. What is primary? What is secondary? Go and read. Okay. Now, again, what is primary KPI or success factor? You look at the triangular here. Outside triangular, they are primary. Inside triangular or internal process, they are secondary. Okay. So primary, time, link with the schedule, or you write within time also can. Within time, cost, customer requirement, quality requirement, accepted by customers is important. So when you see the question mention project success, always include this line, customer acceptance. As long as the customer accept, it considers success already. Okay. Secondary, all these are internal process, like follow-up work, follow-up work, minimize changes of scope, no disturbance of normal operation, treat fairly, and so on. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We expect maybe 3 from here, 3 from here. Yeah. Okay. Number 10 is quantitative and qualitative. You don't understand? You don't understand? Do you understand the word quantitative and qualitative? What is quantitative analysis and qualitative analysis? Yes and no. Okay. Quantitative, the root word is quantity. Means you can measure. Quantitative is thing that you can measure. Qualitative is what you feel, your feeling. Right? So quality is something that you feel you cannot measure one. You can measure actually, but it's not accurate and it's very subjective to individual. Maybe you think, oh, this car is very, very beautiful, very good design, but maybe to someone, normal, right? For example, all the Hilux or all the Land Cruiser, all the four-wheel drive, to some people, if they are not extreme sport user, to them it's very bulky, the suspension is very bad and all this, right? But if you are adventurous, kind of driver, then yeah, that is what they want, right? Okay, so I give you the answer. In effective planning, you can count something, so it's 1, right? Motivation is what you feel, so number 2. Productivity, you can count, right? You can count. Scheduling, you can count. Estimating, you can count. You can estimate something, you can count, right? 1, 2, 3. What's going to happen in the next 5 years, 3 years, you can count one. You can project, do projection, right? Poor morale, what you feel, right? So it's qualitative. Objective change, but not defined clearly. This one is project objective changing or not defined clearly. So objective is like your FYP1 objective. It must measurable, right? It must measurable. What you can do, what you cannot do, right? Poor human relation. Can you measure relationship? No, right? Okay. Control process number 1. Process means step 1, you do what? You add some material or what? Process. Lack of employee involvement or commitment. This is number 2. You don't commit, or lazy to come, all these things. Right. So it is number 2. No functional management commitment, again, is number 2. You see, commitment is like, okay, I do lor. I don't want to do lor. Conflicting priorities, this one is number 2. Conflict, you cannot measure one. I don't want to give you my support. I don't want to give lah. Something like that lah. So these are the things. Explain stage gate process. This one refer to the slides or go to the handbook, go and read. Explain, this one means you need to draw the diagram of the stage gate. Why is necessary during project planning execution? Stage gate process, what? Because it's established review and you make decision. You make decision what? So there's a gate. What is the function of gate? Okay. Gate is to determine you should continue or not. If not continue, then you do corrective action. Okay. So these are the keyword lah. Stage gate, you do review. During we come to the gate, you do review. And for decision, proceed with changes, proceed without changes, proceed with changes, stop, get more information, and cancel. The four decision. Okay. 4 common decision. I already say just now. 4 common decision. Proceed, revise, or proceed with changes. Stop, get more information. Means you correct variables. Okay. And cancel, the last one. Yeah. So these are the word lah. Or you can just go back to our slides and see what are the 4 main decision. Okay. I do very fast a bit. 5 more minutes. Explain the differences between life cycle, product life cycle, and project life cycle is a bit different. If you change the word products to project, it's different already. Project life cycle, project include work required and project ends when the product is delivered. That is project. What is product? Product life cycles is bigger, involve R&D, project life cycle, operation maintenance, and termination or salvage of the products. This one including, like for example, the car life cycle. Car life cycle, you from the raw material, from the coal mining, all these things, until the factory assembly. Then you need to consider the disposal of the car, where you need to dispose the car. Right? For example, battery. Battery, you start from the coal mining raw material, you assembly the battery, then how you dispose the batteries is the life cycle under product life cycle. However, project you stop when you delivered the projects. You already delivered. The product has been delivered. Okay, what is generally accepted reason why projects should manage using a defined project life cycle? This one is more effective manageability and control lah. You more easier to manage and control. Okay. Okay, number 15. Review the following characteristics. Explain why characteristics are important. So this one you characteristic means, for example, standardized planning, important. When you have a standard, there is a consistency in the project plan. Okay. Why you use templates? It's more, you save time. You use template, you don't need to always copy the things, right? Now, for example, why I give you the templates for your handouts? It save more time copying the question. You just need to fill in the answer. Okay. Then standardized report format give you what? Again, consistency and facilitate analysis. So, like for example, your lab report or your FYP1 format report, it will give you a standard how you write it. So when you assess your report, there is a way of marking. So that information don't jump here and there. So when you look at the information of content, or we look at maybe chapter 1, chapter 2, your richer review. Okay. And for your lab report, maybe you look at your discussion. Look at your data, correct or not? Do you use the correct equation, for example? Right? You standardize life cycle. There is a consistency in planning and control, for example. Then flexibility in application to all projects, this one. Now, if you see the word flexibility already, you need to use the word unique. Flexibility means one way for this project, one way for this project. The keyword in your elaboration is all projects, they are unique. You cannot apply the same method for all projects. Okay? Yeah. What else? So there are many lah. Okay, there are many lah. This one, number 16, is why they are resistant methodology. Why they resist? I don't want to use your method. Sales and marketing, because their incentive is from the sales, so they have potential of losing power and position with the customers, and the credit might be given to you as a project manager. So this is the resistance. So you need to address this one. When you talk to sales and marketing, you have to say it out. I'm not going to sell credit for you. I just come here and manage projects. You are my, you say all the good words lah. You are my angels, you are my all these things. Please, I need your help. Okay, operation, all these things, finance, this one you take photo and you write lah. You take a photo of this one and you write. Okay. Okay, engineering, especially engineering, you see, engineering reason of this workload. You need to do more work. Who want to do more work one? No, right? And you need more trainings. This one is the second page lah, the answer. Okay. Okay, how do you describe project portfolio? This one is the standard. This one. Okay, so project portfolio management is this definition: collection of project management programs that group together to facilitate their work to achieve business objective. Oops. need to go and read the handbook, because in our slide we don't mention portfolio management, but the info is inside the handbook. Go and read. What are the major differences between project, program, and portfolio? So these are the definition. Okay, project, you have objective and planning detail. Program, you have a scope and related projects. So means program is larger than projects. Portfolio, you have a goal. It's a business scope. Portfolio is a business scope. You have a business scope that will change as strategy goals of the organization change. Okay, portfolio is about scope. Program is about benefit coordinating a few projects. Project, they are much more smaller in the details. Okay. So what are the difference between product scope and project scope? Project is the work must be done. Product scope is more on the features and function. Okay. Project is more on task, what task you will need to do. Product is more on the features and function. So in your project report, you need to give these two things. You must, in your report, must mention the role of your team member. What are tasks done by your team member? Inside the example of the scope structure already. Product scope, this one during your design, you need to give what is the features and function of that particular shape or something. You need to tell, explain. Okay, so this one, you've seen this one before in chapter 1. What contribute to the project failure? You are weak in planning, weak in scheduling, weak in estimating, weak in cost control, and weak to follow up the process, or weak to follow process. Okay, of course you don't need to write all as long as you write 3: planning, scheduling, estimating. Or maybe you can put in the risk management, very weak in risk management. Okay, I think this is the last one. Oh, got more. Here got more. Communicating, scope changes, effective leadership, poor coordinating, conflicting priorities. Yeah. Okay, 2 more. Last one. Okay. Last one. What condition would executive management decide to cancel projects? This is the decision, the last decision. What makes them cancel projects? These are the factors. Changes in technology, changes in strategies. There are some limit of the capabilities. Even organization merge together, like DG merge with Celcom, for example. When they merge, then some project you need to cancel. Right? So resources, abilities, and some risks that you have identified. You cannot risk the companies. Right? And characteristic of a strong, well-organized project methodology. These are the things. Features. You pay attention to detail. You use template. And just now we elaborate on why we need to use template, the benefit of using template, right? Standardized plannings, standardized reporting format. So the keyword here is standardized, and pay attention to detail. Yeah. The detail read, read the handbook. There's one specific chapter for project management, project methodology one. Go and click and have a look. Still got. But you're still seeing the standardized standardized something. Okay. Okay, so we stop here. This Friday we still have class. This Friday. Only next Friday we don't have class.